Hello, my lovelies. Scorpio, welcome to Scorpio season. Let's see what's happening for you. So, I was sitting here meditating on your cards for a moment and I saw an asterisk. So, I feel like Spirit's telling you there's going to be some sort of course correction or some sort of like alteration. And I feel like Scorpio season is going to be a big theme for your love life. So really trusting in divine timing and know that you are the master of transformation, death, and rebirth. So let's see, what is Scorpio season going to bring, my lovelies? What do we need to see? What do we need to know? What is happening during our Scorpio season? There we go. Ooh, I love this. So there's some sort of new beginning, but I also feel like this is causing you to have to be courageous. That's not out of the realm of possibilities for you because I feel like you are a pretty brave sign, especially for being a water sign. I feel like you almost have this dual personality. And I feel like there's this really light and happy side to you, and there's this very deep, dark element to you as well, but it's in like the best way possible. I feel like if you can learn to transmute the energy around you that is not good, and you can operate more in the light side and allow the depths of who you are to come to the surface over time, I feel like you start to operate in balance. I feel like there's something going on that you really need to trust yourself this month and that you need to be brave and courageous. There's some sort of new path or new challenge that's opening for you. So it is time to believe in yourself, and that definitely takes courage. All right, there could need to be some sort of collaboration with others. So you either are going to need to be a team player, which a lot of times I feel like people don't want to work well in teams. This could be in relationships. This could be at work. This could be anywhere in your life that you really do need teamwork and compromise. And so that might also be the course correction that Spirit's showing me, is maybe you actually start to realize that it's okay to ask for help, or it's okay to operate more in a team setting versus being kind of a lone wolf that you like to be. So collaborate well with others and rebalance. I feel like this could also be that you might be dealing with some legal issues, or it could be that you need to reevaluate some things in relationships, with work, but they need to be just and equal on both sides. So if it's not mutually beneficial, it might need that course correction. So evaluate what's going on in your life and reevaluate what's working and what's not, and kind of take stock of those things. And you might be going through your spiritual awakening. I feel like we go through many of those. So this is something that's going to kind of show you what you're made of. So if there is some course corrections needing to take place, embrace that. Change what is necessary. I love how your first card has the butterfly on there. So that's all about death and rebirth and transformative energy, which you are the master of. All right, what else do we need to see for Scorpio for their season? Scorpio, what do we need to see? Your purpose. Interesting. So you could be aligning with your purpose, your calling. That also takes courage and bravery. I know what I am here to do. If you're not sure what your purpose is, I would encourage you to go after the things that excite you. What are your passions? What do you feel called to do? What do you feel driven about? Denial. So we need to accept something. I feel like part of it is really accepting like that you're going to have to compromise. It can't always be your way or no way. Sometimes you actually have to like bend a little bit so that you don't break. So acknowledge your fear, replace it with insight and awareness so that you're not in denial. What else do they need to know? All right, freedom. Love that. So we are going to find the balance, and that's what kind of gives way to this freedom. I feel like part of it is what is serving your highest good and what do you need to eliminate? The freedom is showing you that you possess the power and the free will to create your own happiness. Remember, happiness comes from within. It's not exterior to us, it's internally. So we have to choose to be happy and make ourselves happy. Other people can't do that for us. We have to find that from within. And failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So that's part of your awakening. Whatever challenges you're facing, whatever setbacks are going on, know that it's setting you up to succeed in the future. And sometimes we have some hard lessons to learn along the way. All right, what else do we need to know for Scorpio? How do we raise the vibe, Show me what Scorpio needs to see to raise their vibe. Ooh, I like that. My high vibes, what does that say? Heal the world. My high vibes heal the world. So I feel like you need to not only believe in yourself, but I feel like by following your passion, following your calling, I feel like you're actually raising your vibration because you're going after what it is that you want. And so that's going to help you to actually heal others. Part of that might be your actual purpose and calling is to be a healer. So maybe you are in the medical field. Maybe you do something with energy. Maybe you also read tarot, things like that. But you're using those tools that you have in order to actually, they're telling me, accelerate the process. Interesting. Your mind is an altar to source energy. So keep that connection open. Listen to your intuition, trust your instincts, and know that Spirit is always giving us messages if you're ready to receive. I am the light in the world. So I feel like your vibe needs to be elevated at this time. I really feel like you need to shine and be who you are, faults and all, right? Like that's the whole goal, is to be ourselves. So it could be an important lesson for you to maybe step out of a comfort zone. That takes courage. It could be that following your purpose is like a big obstacle. There could be challenges around that. Maybe trusting your instincts and intuition is also a challenge. But by following your light and shining your light to others, you allow others to be able to do the same. So that's an important lesson. One more. Living with purpose brings me prosperity. So any setbacks or proposed failures that you may have had, know that this is a challenge for you to overcome these and show you exactly how tough and strong you are. I feel like your purpose is going to guide you through obstacles, but your purpose sometimes can be very large and it can feel like impossible shoes to fill. Know that the divine is not going to give you something within you that is unachievable. It's going to be something you can handle. Let's see what's happening for you in love during your season. What does Scorpio need to know for love? Ooh, well, true love and fairy tale type romance coming in, that might take a little courage. I feel like this is something that in the back of your mind you're thinking about, but maybe you think that it's impossible. I don't think so. I think Spirit's about ready to show up in a big way for you. Yes. New love leading to engagement. Well, okay, so I feel like this is something that may catch you off guard. And sometimes I feel like that's hard to do, right? Because water signs are very intuitive. And so I feel like we always kind of see stuff before it actually happens. And so while love may or may not be on your radar, I feel like it's very much going to be prominent in your season. All right, what else? Yeah, lots of flirting, lots of having fun with you and this person. Religious factors could be something that either aligns you or kind of opposes you. So you might have very different viewpoints, but I feel like you can come to some sort of compromise and free yourself. It's time to make some changes. So you've got to take back control of your life at this time. And I feel like that's also going to help you to overcome these obstacles that you might be dealing with. Tell me what else is going on for them in love. Yeah, you are closing out some old chapters so that you can receive what you need. So you're moving on from things, getting closure. I feel like that's also, where when one door closes, a new one opens. So if you've had a breakup or an ending somewhere, know that that was meant to happen. You learned the lesson. And so now it's time to transition out of that energy and go towards something new. You might be getting away from somebody who is a narcissist or somebody who really is negative, not good for you, could be using you. So you want some boundaries there. And I feel like that's also an important lesson because you're growing, you're ascending. So some challenges that you're facing are actually aligning you to where you really want to be because you're overcoming the obstacles. Yes, love this. All right, so true love is coming in. We have the true love card. We have the unconditional love card, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. And like a phoenix, you will rise. So a phoenix to me is symbolic of truly Scorpio energy, death and rebirth, cyclical energy. And I feel like you're going towards a new phase with a new person. Have you noticed the word new is coming out a lot in your reading? So this is all about positive changes coming out of endings, right? And so you are the master of death and rebirth and transformative energy. So you're going towards something new. You've changed your mind somewhere. You've received what you needed. You're closing old chapters, and that allows new doors to open. Love this. All right, let's see what's happening for you for Scorpio season. And we are officially in spooky season once we hit Scorpio season, my favorite time of the year. Hope everybody's gonna do something fun for Halloween. I may or may not dress up, we'll see. Maybe I'll just slap on a silly wig and you guys will see that. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. Usually I have my costume all planned out. This year I was a little busy. All right, let's see what we've got. Ooh, wow, really? Okay. You start with the Sun, okay, the happiest card in the deck. You're going towards marriage and commitment. We have the engagement card, so we know for a fact that something is coming of this connection, and it really could go the distance. But I feel like beyond that, it really brings you that sense of peace and happiness, fulfillment, joy. It's a fresh start. You get this new beginning with a new person, and I think it's going to make you extremely happy. It's also the balance that you've been looking for. You also have the Justice and Fair Play rebalancing card. So I love how tarot usually, you know, it starts to like paint a nice picture. It shows you exactly what's happening. So we've got to dip our toe in the water, right? We've got to be willing to go towards these things. Maybe you need to come out of your shell. Maybe you need to come out of hermit mode. Maybe there's some things that you've been working on, trying to balance your light side and your shadow side, kind of overcoming the challenges. I feel like mentally right now. It's not physically at this point. It's not spiritually. It's a mental block that I'm feeling. And so I feel like by doing the inner work and digging deep and kind of seeing what's what on the inside, all of a sudden the outside starts to change as well. Okay, there's going to be a reason to celebrate. I feel like you're celebrating marriage and engagement. The world tells us that we are closing out old cycles to complete something and start fresh, something new. Travel is also indicated with the world. So you might be taking a trip, maybe you're moving, relocating, traveling for some reason or another, but positive changes. It's like we come to the end of the road, literally, and we've got to go pick a direction. Like, okay, so where do we go from here? And I feel like you're going towards your purpose, your love, and what makes you happy. Could be with a certain somebody that's, you know, just like you. It could be somebody that's another water sign. It could be somebody who is very protective, very nurturing, very empathetic, and I feel like you crave those things. I feel like this person can also be easy to get along with, and so it would be a good suitable match for you. I always call the King of Cups the ideal father figure for a reason. He's nurturing, he's romantic, he wears his heart on his sleeve, he's protective, but he's understanding, he's compassionate, and I feel like we need that in our life to feel complete. There could be some confusion, there may be some arguments, but I feel like the arguments are going to show you what needs to change in your life. So don't make sure that everything is like set in stone right now. I feel like you need to be a little flexible at this time. There is a victory that's coming in for you, some sort of either fame, fortune, or public recognition. Why? Because you've worked extremely hard to achieve this goal. Part of this makes me think that you're going to have a setback before your success. So if that happens, know that you're very close to things changing for the better. It is time to close out toxic cycles. The devil tells us that we could be feeling really stuck and trapped. So that's why you need the courage to believe in yourself, to step out of that negative, they're saying information. I feel like it's a lot of self-talk and doubt. So to stop doubting yourself and your abilities and chase your dreams and go after your goals, because there is a new offer or opportunity that's coming in for you. I feel like this is work related. Again, travel is indicated with the Knight of Pentacles. So you might have to travel for work. You might be relocating for a job, but I feel like this is an opportunity for you to really branch out and try new things that are actually good for you. You do need boundaries. Remember, part of the balance is that you need boundaries to stick up for what you believe this month. There is some sort of truth, clarity, or a break breakthrough that's coming. I feel like part of that is your victory that you're achieving, but there's something that's coming to light. Either it's a new opportunity for work. It could also be this new love that maybe you don't know this person has feelings for you yet. I feel like that will also be revealed. But this is your chance to take a step in a new direction and to chase your dreams. Go after what it is that you want. Take that leap of faith. The leap of faith takes what? Courage, and that's your first card. There is communication coming about this love situation as well as this work situation. There you are, death and rebirth. So I feel like this is like your time to shine. Really, truly. This is your time to show the world how you transform. And while some of that is done in the dark, you know, behind the scenes, I feel like once you emerge, people are really going to be like, oh my gosh, did you see so-and-so? Like, they are so different what they do. You've been working on this for a while. Now it's time to emerge brand new. Lots of money coming to you from this new opportunity. I feel like there is, you know, blessings and abundance that are like trying to hunt you down at this time. Why? Because you've done the work. You're working on yourself constantly. You're evolving. You're changing all of these things. And so Spirit's trying to reward you for all your hard work. So don't be afraid to walk away from what's not serving you. Burn the bridges if you have to. But there's something that can't be salvaged when it comes to love, and that's what needs to end. Because if you don't let that go, that's what's holding up the new love that's coming in. And you don't want to ruin that. You want to go forward. Lots of passion could be following through with a passion project, creative ideas this time. Again, you have 3 of the 4 aces in your reading right now. So I feel like you have a lot of newness coming into your life. New jobs, new streams of income, creativity, clarity. I feel like there's, again, lots of curious energy. There could be some gossip too, especially if you look like you're an overnight success. Let's say, for an example, you do things on social media and you have something that just blows up overnight, right? Because things do that. And then people are all of a sudden like, where did they even come from? Well, you've been working behind the scenes for a long time, so it's not truly an overnight success, but I feel like that's what it will appear to be. So lots of curious energy, people really wondering, and some spicy energy coming in. This is non-committal energy, usually the Knight of Bones, Knight of Wands. So be cautious with that. I feel like you need to make good decisions. I feel like you're trying to get away from anything that isn't substantial, like it doesn't have substance to it, because you want something that's real. And so I feel like you've waited a long time for this. You've decided not to wait any longer, that you're going to cut off things and work on you at this time and focus on your dreams or goals. And that is what is accelerating all of these changes. So be willing to let go of anything in your life that's not serving your highest good, because I feel like that could be blocking your blessings at this time. Be shrewd, be calculated. You don't have to be cutthroat, but I feel like sometimes we are. And so that just, you need to really focus on what your priorities are. There is definitely something or someone from the past that could resurface. I feel like part of this is to show you how far you've come. The other thing is you could be feeling really nostalgic in some area of your life. So take that walk down memory lane. Just don't get stuck living there. You will have a choice to make when it comes to love. I do think that this person really wants to solidify things. I do feel like this person is coming forward with some sort of offer or opportunity, could be engagement, things like that. And it is going to take teamwork to make the dream work. So are you willing to be a team player? Love this. So you need strength. You need courage, but these things need to change for the better. So go through your transformation. Don't be afraid of that. Really focus on what your dreams and goals are for the month. And I feel like you're about to find really how good life can actually be. You've got a lot of big changes. You might be moving, you might be traveling, you might be getting engaged. It's time to find the balance and start a whole new world. Have a great season. We'll see you soon.